right, YouTube. So I just came out of The Matrix Resurrections, and I'm just going to give you a non-spoiler review. Just some quick thoughts. Not going to talk about anything real big here. Uh, just let you know what I thought about it. So, without giving away spoilers or anything like that, first thing that I'll tell you is that this movie felt really, really different than other Matrix movies. Tonally, it felt completely different. So if you're expecting like the original Matrix movies, you know how it felt. This just felt completely different. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. I do know with all certainty that I'm gonna have to end up watching this movie again. But what I can tell you is that tonally it felt really different. And what I mean by that is this one felt more comical for sure than the originals. So, everything just the lighting, the choice of lighting, just felt completely different. It was a different composer than the original. So there's a lot of things that are different. Even the way that Thomas Anderson, aka Neo, behaves in this movie is different than the stoic performance that Keanu Reeves gave during the first three trilogies. There's some things that are, I don't know, there's some things I'm not real sure about with this movie. And, if any of you guys have followed any of my videos, you know that I'm a huge Matrix fan, without question. But there were definitely some things that I'm not so sure it was like a real good direction in the way that they did certain things. And again, I'm not gonna get into details. I'm gonna probably do like a spoiler video, maybe, I don't know, probably tomorrow, because I want to actually take some time and just think about everything that I saw. Now, I'm not saying that this was a bad movie, but I'm gonna say that, if you're comparing it to the original Matrix movie and if you're comparing it to the sequels that came after, I do think that there's going to be some disappointment. There's going to be some disappointment just because of the way that it feels. And then, too, I think that there's just some things that are going to definitely require a second rewatch. Some things I still have questions about, which I'll get into that in my spoiler review because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But I do think that I don't know. There was some things I was looking for, some big moments. I'll just be honest. There's some things that I was disappointed about. There was some things that I was hoping to see that I didn't really get a chance to see. And, I don't know. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure how I feel about this movie, and I can't say that I feel like overly excited about it right now. I don't know. I feel like the overall feeling that I have right now, the overall feeling that I have about this movie is, some things definitely could have been better. Some things definitely could have been better. And, I don't know. Now, I'll say this. The acting was good. There was good acting. I think Jessica Henwick did an awesome job. She is fine, by the way. I just got to say that. She is fine. Carrie-Anne Moss and Keanu Reeves did an outstanding job. Their chemistry is one of the big moments of the movie. I think Jonathan Groff, he did a great job as Smith. Okay. Yahya Abdul-Mateen did a great job as Morpheus. So here's one of the things, though, about this movie that I think really, and I don't think this is a spoiler, but I'll just say this without going into details. I think the movie relies way too much on flashbacks and nostalgia. Now, don't get me wrong. If you love nostalgia, this movie is for you. There is so much nostalgia jam-packed in this movie. I mean, and that's like an understatement. There is nostalgia all the way around in this movie, from beginning to end. nostalgia after nostalgia after nostalgia. It's tons of nostalgia in this movie. So I think that I don't think I've ever seen a movie that really relied on so much nostalgia. They jam-packed it with this. Seriously, it's like, I wasn't expecting that. I know that they did that in the trailer, how they were kind of showing like the callbacks. I didn't think they were gonna do that in the movie. And they relied so much on it, it's almost like, in some ways, this doesn't really feel like its own movie. It feels like it's relying too heavily on the previous trilogies. And I don't know, it's just some things that, tonally, I think there are some things that I just didn't really care for. I think that they're definitely, I don't know, it does not feel like, there's moments where it feels like a Matrix movie, and then there's a moment where it feels like it's not the Matrix. And I really went into this movie, I knew that there were some YouTubers that said that, I didn't watch any like reviews of the movie before I went to go see it. I did that on purpose because I didn't want my opinion to be formed. But what I can tell you is that I saw thumbnails on YouTube of YouTubers that watched the movie. And the thumbnails were kind of thumbnails that kind of let you know they weren't too happy with it. But I didn't really go into all of that. I just said, you know what, I'm gonna go and see this movie on my own. It's a little disappointing. I'm just being honest with you. It's disappointing. But you guys got to let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. And hopefully we can talk about it. I don't know. And I think maybe after second rewatch, maybe I will look at this a little differently. Maybe. And then again, maybe not. I don't know. I really wanted to like this movie. I really did. As you can see, I'm dressed as Morpheus. So, hey, there you go. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. If you like this video, share this video, hit that like, please. It really helps the channel out in a big way. Helps keep me staying alive on YouTube. Also, tell your friends about Downtime with DeMille. If you can see this video, man, you're truly blessed. And as always, what are you gonna do in your downtime? Peace. Subscribe.